Hello, beautiful souls. How y'all doing? If you're new here, welcome. I'm Brainy, and this is Brainy Twin Gemini. If you're returning sub, welcome back. Love to have you here as part of our soul tribe and loving vibe. I've been off for a little bit, and I missed you all dearly so much. Been doing some heavy duty clearing, but one thing I do want to talk about is just that. So if you're not new or new, either or, back in 2020, if I started my channel in 2019, but back in 2020, it was about February where I became very ill. And, you know, I was calling it the Ascension flu and whatnot. What later became of it was in March in 2020, the world shut down due to COVID. And this virus that I'm dealing with right at this present time is, I want to say, 10, 20 times worse than that virus in 2020. Not to instill fear, it's to instill knowledge. And what I would ask and pray for is you heed these words and ramp up on vitamin C. If you go back to my videos back to 2020, I was giving the same message. This is critical, very important. What I feel is that individuals or souls that operate in a higher frequency, higher vibration, tend to get these first. I'm not sure why, but it seems to happen. Specifically, it could be with twins, and maybe it's to send a global message to ramp up and just restore and rejuvenate your temple. It's extremely important. And yeah, so if you want to go back and check it out, and again, it's not to instill fear, it's to instill knowledge. So please, if you can, ramp up on vitamin C. I feel like it's not known right now, but it will be known, and it is very destructive. It's like, you may, if you're in that higher frequency or that higher vibration, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly. And it is a cleansing, a clearing, it's a flu. But one thing I want to talk about is poison. And it is also a release of poison, not your own poison. I feel like it is the poison of so many other people. And I know this sounds strange sometimes, I'm merely just a messenger here. You're releasing poison of, I want to say, just the world. I mean, yeah, that's a huge call. But you are releasing so much poison, and it will knock you down. But you will get back up on your feet again, and it is just, this is just merely just giving you a message, a knowledge. I see things and very powerfully. I have for a very long time. I've documented in my journals, and I don't create that destiny. I see that destiny, and I feel like I'm here as a messenger to just give you those messages. So if you're here today, this is a very important message for you. Please take care of your temple. It's not a nice purification process, but please do know that you are purifying so many souls in your orbit or your aura. So you have a very important job to do. A little bit about me personally. I believe that I'm on this beautiful dynamic twin flame journey. I brushed shoulders with my twin for decades in the third dimensional world. We were at the same concerts, music venues, went to the same college, lived on the same street, believe it or not, and did not physically acknowledge each other in the third dimensional world. In 2019, we did. So maybe God felt it was the right time for us to come into each other physically. We had beautiful, wonderful, raw, vulnerable love, and then we parted ways, sailed off into the sunset, and embarked on our healing and awakening journey. And then by the grace of God, we are back together today. It does come with, twin flames it's a very, very tumultuous journey. And it is so tumultuous because it forces you to face your own demons. And, I feel like when you come together in physical embodiment, it's time to face those demons and heal and come back to that purification, cleansing, innocence, and just your true authentic self. I predominantly do masculine energy. Everything I do, I write in a journal. And I just, all the energy I carry with me goes into a journal. I have thousands and thousands of pages written and still on this journey when I was in separation and now to this day. As I said earlier, I'm merely just a messenger here to, be maybe a coach, a mentor, a friend, anything that helps you navigate to the truth of oneself and the light of each other. There are a lot of parasites out there monopolizing off vulnerable hearts, and this is a vulnerable journey, and life is a vulnerable journey in general. But when you come into this love, it's a love like no other. You can't explain it. You just know that this counterpart or this person is the one, and you try to reconcile it, and it's very difficult sometimes, and there are some not so nice people out there taking advantage of you. So essentially, this is a journey of healing, trauma, coming back to that innocence that we all deserve, awakening, and just being, I feel, a disciple of unconditional love and helping us raise the vibration of our world, because we're living in such a low vibration right now. So with that being said, I'm going to get on with the masculine message. That was a huge mouthful. One other thing, if you're waiting for personal messages for me, I'm like so far behind because I was out for weeks with this. I don't know. I'm sure it'll come out soon. And I don't think it's fair to you if my energy is not 100%. You wouldn't be getting a proper message. So if you want a refund, just send me an email. I completely understand. And I do apologize, heartfelt apologies, because I'm truly not like this. I feel like I had to go through this to purify and the world. And if you're going through this, you know what I mean. And if you are, please share it in the comments. So for the masculine energy, obviously, they're on a healing spiritual journey, and they are in healing mode right now. I feel like both masculine, feminine energy, you're healing, but it is very uncomfortable. It's like this, I don't know, like you're ascending, but you're purging, and I want to say purging poison. And it's a lot of the things that the masculine is healing right now is the sense of their worth, their self-worth. Much of their life, they felt unworthy. That stems from childhood. It could be from childhood bullying, parents. I'm seeing more parents or authoritative figures just consistently belittling this masculine, and everything that they did in their life was never good enough. That carries with them into their adult. And the sense of worthiness, when they came into you, they knew that you were the one right from inception, like right from looking at you, they knew, wow. But they could not reconcile with this self-worth, and they always felt that you deserved better. And hence the reason why this separation happens, for many, many reasons, but that's the number one reason, because the masculine feels that you would be better off without them. They're healing that worth. It takes time. It's, years and years and years of trauma. It's not just going to be, a wave of a magic wand and suddenly they're healed of this trauma. It takes time. Sometimes, you're 2 steps ahead and then you take 1 step backwards, but you're always one step further ahead. And they're really, really on that healing journey, a spiritual journey. They are asking for strength because, I feel like, I don't know, they're going through this purging of poison and purification, and it's bringing them to their knees, and they're just asking for strength and courage to overcome this hiccup on the journey. And they're asking you, Divine Feminine, maybe to give your very, very nurturing, and to this connection. And I think they're reaching out for your strength right now because they need it. You are an angel of strength. They are trying to, with this healing, restore the balance of yin and yang energy, feminine and masculine energy. We all have both energies within us. There's spiritual traps out there that's saying that you have to be feminine, you have to be masculine. No, you do not. You have to have that restorative, like that balance within yourself. And we all, need to be nurturing. We all need to be protective. Nurturing is very feminine energy. Protective is very masculine energy. But as humans, we need that balance. What this journey also entails is, maybe you're not nurturing enough. Maybe you need that. Maybe you need to learn to be more nurturing. I have a video that talks about masculine energy, feminine energy. I'll put it in the description, and what areas you need to work on. For example, I'm a feminine and a mother, and I wasn't, let's say past tense, the most nurturing. And I was very protective, but not very nurturing. So when I was endeavoring the journey of physical separation, I realized that I need to be more nurturing. That's a feminine attribute, and it's all about balance, and that's what the masculine is trying to do. Ultimately, they're getting to self-love and getting rid of any of these false pretenses, ego, prisoner of the past, and coming to that pure self-love. It's difficult. One thing I do want to talk about is, I read all your comments, your beautiful, beautiful souls. Keep sharing your journey because, you may not think it's relevant, but your comments may help somebody else. But sometimes what happens when you come into each other in physical, if you're, you are not healed at that time. And sometimes that inner child screams. And, and they scream, excuse me, they scream, they may be screaming at you per se, but they're not. That's their inner child acting out. So whatever they say, your twin would never intentionally hurt you or intentionally hurt you. Never. It's not possible. But when there's poor behavior, that's that, I want to say, inner child that is seeking love and attention. And sometimes when we are children, we throw tantrums. And these tantrums generally are because we seek attention and love and nurturing. So if there is some form of, I want to say, not so pleasant energy, it's likely because your inner child needs to be soothed, healed, and just recognized. So beautiful. As this masculine is getting to this self-love and endeavoring this beautiful spiritual journey of healing, they're getting out into nature. They're putting their feet on the ground, and there's magic in this. And as a result of this grounding and this earth magic, it's piquing their creativity. And I feel like, and I don't know who this message is for, this particular masculine is writing lyrics or a song about you, feminine. You've inspired them in ways nobody else has been able to. And they're writing a song about you, and when you come back into physical embodiment, you will, in the right time, they're going to share that with you. You are their greatest inspiration. If they could say anything to you right now, what would it be? And in the moment, we're always in the moments. I know we're twin flames, and I'm confused by it all. They've known about this for quite some time. Because just like you, feminine, the masculine feels the same amount of love for you as you do for them. And they were trying to understand what, why, how. Can I not get this beautiful, loving soul out of my heart? As much as they tried to push it away, you keep coming back to that, I want to say heart, or to the surface. And they wanted to find out why. And they came to this. Beautiful, beautiful. There's a lot of, like I said, going on out there in the world, on the internet, as it pertains to this beautiful connection. When I met my beautiful loving soul, I knew it was something far greater than I've ever endeavored in my life. It's not an unhealthy obsession. It is divine, and it is a godsend to you. It's a blessing. It's a gift. You just know. They want you to know that they lie awake manifesting your love. They're manifesting the love that you share, but they're also manifesting self-love. And self-love is the ultimate destination. Some of us suffer from severe trauma, and it's hard to get to that place of self-love. Just know that trauma is not you. It's not your fault. Acknowledge, write it down. Sometimes it's meant to teach you valuable lessons. I know it doesn't seem right. This world that we're not meant to live trauma. We're meant to live unconditional love, freedom, peace, liberation, enlightenment. And, so write it down. It's really therapeutic. They also want you to know that I've been yearning for you my entire life. That sense of longing is gone. Both of you, when you came into physical harmony or embodiment, or whichever way you came into each other, that, I don't know, you just felt comfortable. You felt safe. You felt like you're home. Like nobody understands you like they do, and vice versa. And it's true. And lastly, they want you to know that they feel like there's some triggers going on. Now that could be the trigger to heal and get to that self-love, but there could also be some negative triggers. It's a roller coaster ride of emotion. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It can be sometimes a love-hate relationship, because is it right? No. How things transpire in this connection. You're in this deepest, most profound, unexplainable love, and then it just gets stripped away without any answers. Yes, of course you're going to be upset. Of course you're going to be angry, because you don't have the answers. And you will get the answers when they're meant to come. If you're angry, it's okay. Let it out. Cry. Crying releases toxins in your body, and it's not a form of weakness. It's a form of strength. So, and with that being said, I have 2 more beautiful messages for you. In order to cope with separation from a loved one, we need to realize that spiritually, we are always connected to those we love. Neither distance nor time can separate that which is united by love. And that's exactly it. Physical separation is tough. As I said, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but You're always spiritually together. The universe is vast. This goes beyond the physical realm. And, you know, people that don't understand or are not awakened, maybe this is not your journey. Because if you're manipulating or saying they're not coming back, you know, and putting all these conditions, then maybe you're just not spiritually mature, and maybe this isn't your journey. Yeah, it's tough, and of course you want to be with them, but manipulating that is not going to help. You got to trust and have faith in God, universe, divine, however you resonate. They brought you together for a reason, separate you for a reason. It's not a coincidence. And next, I am so grateful for you, my love. You give so freely without condition. Life is an endless flow of blessings because of your great love. What you did for each other was you showed each other what unconditional love looks like. And unconditional love is exactly that. Navigating your soul journey, your soul path, blueprint, however you resonate, loving without condition. You know, and getting to that destination of self-love. I know I used to put conditions because I used to get caught in that trap. Oh, you know, I'm loving you unconditionally. Why aren't you coming back? Well, right at that moment, I was putting a condition. So I changed, you know, the energy to be, I love you unconditionally. You're a blessing, a gift that came into my life. Whatever will be, will be. It's, you know, I'm not putting any conditions out there, so please don't get caught in that. And as many of you know, I believe in signs and synchronicities. They play a great part in this connection. And when you come into each other, you awaken each other, and you'll also awaken each other to the beautiful signs and synchronicities that you may have taken for granted before. They were always there, you just never noticed them. Now you do. And I believe animals, insects, whatever, they come at the most opportune time to deliver God's message. And the animal message today for the masculine energy is chameleon spirit. Act as if. Now, chameleon to me changes colors, and, you know, acting as if to me is, you know, acting as if you deserve to be your true, authentic self, and coming into your color and being your true self and loving yourself and just acting as if you deserve every bit and ounce of love for you. And for the feminine animal totem message or spirit message today, and I love this one, it's butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. You are transforming into the most beautiful version of yourself. And, you know, don't sometimes, you know, you're hard on yourself, but you are evolving into the most beautiful version of yourself. You are a disciple of love, and you are radiating love around you without even realizing it, and you are a love magnet. So when you're doing your thing, you know, you're going out into public, you're going to the shopping, people look at you and you just, I don't know, you just give them, you make them want to smile. That's what you do. That's what you both do. You radiate this love that for some people that might be not having a great day, you, by your just aura and orbit yourself, you give them that great day. So that's what I have for you beautiful souls today. Again, thank you all so much for, you know, your love, your likes, your comments. It really truly does warm my heart. And if any of this does resonate, kindly just hit the subscribe for more videos like this. Like and comment. Love your comments. Have a beautiful day, folks.